professional and that. Right, I'm going to stand over here. Oh man, just don't. Right, we can edit. Right, well, before you start, I'm going to do that. Right. What the hell's that? Okay, I don't know. Right. Okay, you're filming now? Mm-hmm. Okay, you start now. Okay, ready? Hiya. Okay, I hope everyone's well. It's good to be back with you again. Not that I'm actually back anywhere. I'm still in the same place. It's been but it is lovely to see the sun coming out. I've been out in the garden. I feel like I've about 2 days of sunstroke, and I can't say I feel too good for it. But okay, we've sorted out the microphone problem I see here, and this is quite cool. So now you should be able to hear me from all angles and directions, I've been told. And right, so anyway, so let me just get straight to the point. Come on, I'm just warming up now. I've been out in the garden all day. I've been sunbathing. So now I've got 2 forks. I'm going to make the most spot on Stilton cheese sauce, blue cheese sauce you've ever tasted. Well, you ain't going to taste it either because you're on the other side of the camera. But if you could, the best you've ever tasted. The best. Right, I'm there. Right. Just all this a minute. Like, so I've just gone into this completely wrong. Well, I mean, what's that? It's going to be stood there. It's like I'm actually being watched over by a bloody Martian. Now, Kaylee has had objections to me wearing her apron, and so Connacht said I could borrow his. That's just a little joke and everything. Right, it won't fit me, obviously. Now, I have prepared a couple of bits and pieces here for us to get into this, so let's get into it. I'm there. I've got me. Can we just cut everything that we've just done now? I know you didn't last time. I didn't see it, but I know you didn't last time. Right, let me just cut everything for a minute. Right. I've got to get the apron. I've got to get the apron. She stuck it in the washing machine. Let's just get that there. Just going to get that. Right. Right. Okay. Okay, right. Welcome to another cooking session with me, and what we're gonna be doing now is we're going to be cooking. I'm going to show you how to make a blue cheese sauce. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a proper Stilton sauce. This is the proper one. I know that you can go out you can get all these recipes and everything, but let me show you how to do it properly. And it doesn't take that long. That's smoking there. I've taken it off the heat so it shouldn't catch. That'll be alright. Okay. Right. First of all, what I'm going to do. Right. Steak. 1, 2. Most people, couples, live together, obviously. Like, I mean, okay. I'm getting in here. It's got bloody detergent all over it. Right. Okay. Just back it over there from there. Right. There's something that a lot of you don't know, right? These are just a pair of steaks. Now, first of all, you want to tenderise that steak. No, you don't want to tenderise it. What you want to do is you want to get that steak prepared so that you're not going to be sat there chewing it for 500 years. What I'm doing now is I'm pouring over it a cheap Worcester sauce. Don't go for anything fancy, it doesn't matter. Worcestershire sauce. That's all it is, just a cheap Worcestershire sauce. Look at that. You watch this now. You're gonna have to forgive me because now I've got 2 forks, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going in there and I'm just going to stab these, and I'm going to stab them and stab them with those forks. Incidentally, I had a nice compliment. Thank you for those who are actually sending me nice compliments. I've had some lovely ones. And someone said with my professional apron on that I look like that I would make a lovely Bortsteiner Schweller, which apparently that means like a top chef. And so anyway, that's cool. Now look at this, right? Now I'm going to spin them over. I'm going to put one steak on top of the other, like that. You can also do this with like a corn fillet, by the way. Or you can, if you don't like steak and you don't like corn, you can do it with chicken. Stop it. That is soaked. That is soaked. That is soaked in Worcester sauce. Just leave it like that for a minute. Stick it over there. This is an exceedingly quick dish, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And I cooked it for a good friend of mine the other day, and we ate it. Okay. Potato. You can run them under water, you can do all that. Right? You can peel it. I don't. Watch. You know, I'm just going to go like that because I'm not going to be eating them. No, I probably will. I cut them with the skins on and then just chop them back like that. Just get it all ready so they're not too thick. Right, we're going now. I'm in the mood for cooking, and right, look at this. So we're banging those out. These are chips. Chips are the easiest thing in the world you can like. Now there's something really, really important about this dish that you want to remember. Okay, watch what I'm going to do. Turn that on. Right, because I quite often hurt myself in this proceeds of this, because I quite put them into a sieve like that. Remember, because really, really hot oil. That's olive oil in there, by the way. And where's Popeye? And that's olive oil. And so you know that when you put chips, which are actually a water composition, into it, it's gonna flare up. Okay. So that oil is just about to flare up. It's alright, it's good. The oil is good. Right, okay. Now, the chips are being cooked. Now, if you haven't already salted your olive oil, salt it. There's nothing worse. I can't stand chips which have been cooked in non-salted olive oil. Okay, right now, remember, this is a quick dish. It's not going to take a long time to do this. This is where I'm going to show you how to produce the perfect steak with a perfect blue Stilton cheese sauce. Okay. Right. Okay. If you like cooking with wines and things like that, this is a dish for you. And believe me, here we go. Like, is that right? Is that supposed to be like that? Okay, it's like, this is now like cooking with a trifid looking over my shoulder. You do realise this. You told me that this was going to look really, really professional, that like we had more. Doesn't matter, Anyway, this is it. So guys, this is going to be your most perfect steak. You won't believe, through all the nonsense and everything like that you're witnessing at this point, you know, right, okay, right, hang on a minute, okay. Right, what I've done, I didn't want to put, hold it there a minute, we're going to cut this out, right, just remember this part, right, we're going to cut this out, okay?
I can't see you.
Right, oh good. Okay, we're cutting that part out anyway, they won't see that, okay? Right, now, I'll put the bloody garlic in there. I didn't chop it up, did I? Right. Okay, so what I've done here, start from here. Right, okay, so what I've done there, I've put the chips in, the chips are cooking. I've put white onion into the pan, and I've got some garlic, which I've prepared just here, right? I'll cut it in down oil now. Can we start this again? Right, this is just everything just gone wrong. Right, bloody my ass and sort that. Right, don't try not to burn the garlic and everything. Right, okay, I'm going to make a little confession here. Right, I have overcooked the garlic a little bit. Now, you'll also see what I've got here is some slithers of peppers which Kaylee had left over from her lunch earlier. Well, I'm just going to actually bang those in as well because I don't care. Because I don't care, and I hate to see any kind of food wasted. I wouldn't normally chop it all up like that. I put it in there in chunks, you know, because I don't care. Right, but in this case I'm chopping it up because it's not going to go into my sauce properly. Look at that. Okay, the pepper. I am going to tell you now that the peppers are optional. Okay, they're option. Okay, I'm being told that you can't hear me. Okay, right. You have to sort this microphone out. I think I'm beginning to prefer when the microphone was stuck up on the door. Right. Okay. Mushrooms. Right. Just get your mushrooms and just break the bloody things in there. Right. Oh. Right. I can't be working with that thing swinging around my head all the time. It's like having a bloomin' an ear biting budgie. They're cracking in there all the time. Right. Look. Just get your mushrooms, break your mushrooms into it like that. Not want to do all of them because our Con's going to be wanting some mushrooms with his gammon. Right. Right. Oh, right. Right. Okay. Right. What's the whole point of like sort of putting that there? I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. Doesn't matter. We're having ourselves a party. Spring is here, by the way. And I've got a handful of mushrooms. I've got one onion, a white onion. Peppers are optional. You don't have to bang them in there if you don't want to. In fact, I'm funny enough, I'm wishing at this moment I hadn't, but I have now. Now, get yourself some Stilton cheese. Otherwise you ain't going to have a Stilton cheese sauce. It's as simple as that. And now what I like to do, some people take the actual polythene off the wrapper. I must admit, like I'm just going to pause here for a minute. Just pause all this. So I like sort of. I don't care if you cut this out, whatever. But it's been one of those weeks, you know, like where you get spring is in now. You got the sun shining. You get out there in the garden. Still a cold wind blowing. Remember, one thing that you need to remember with this. Right, well anyway, with all that aside, what I'm going to do, at the back of your Stilton, or sometimes on the bottom, you're going to have that little crusty bit. Me personally, I don't like it. So, what I'm going to do, before I even take the whole thing out of the wrapper, I'm just going to cut that off. And then, I'm just going to grab hold of it like that. As my mate said to me the other day, like he said, you ought to do a cookery of a cookery thing of this. Right, this. I've watched a few videos now, by the way, and that's going in recycling. And you're going to notice I've got some sugar here, right? Now I normally just measure this out in my hand, but to be honest with you, I can't stand the actual feeling of the sticky sugary thing. And so look, 1.5, okay? Let's go in there. Now, if you're on a diet, have a day off and have one of these meals, right? Get yourself a little bit of butter, bang it in there, like that, right? Have a day off. Simple as that. Right, that's going there. Chips are cooking, and that. Right, I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit now. Right, here's the Stilton, chopping it. You don't have to chop it, you can literally rip it to pieces with your fingers. It's as simple as that. Right, get it in. Bang it in there like that. As long as you've got that butter in there, everything will be fine. If you haven't got the butter in there, you're going to have a mess. Okay? Simple as that. But you watch what I'm going to do, and this is like one of those videos, I can do this, like you'll never guess what he did next. He stirred it up. Right. Okay, there we go. Enjoy it. But it like. Now, what you do, stir that up. Okay. Stir that up. And bake up your Stilton. like that. There we go. Okay. I'm telling you how you're going to make the most perfect Stilton sauce ever. Oh, you got to be joking. I'm actually right, we've got to sort this microphones out. Come on, I'm trying to actually do something here, but at the same time I'm being attracted by a tripping microphone. Does anyone remember that film, Day of the Tripping Scott? Right, now here, right, you'll need 2 pans for this. What do I do with the other one? You'll need 2 pans for this. Right, here goes. Right, I've been soaking that. Right, what will I do? Right, I'll put them both in there. I didn't mean to put them both in together, to be quite honest with you. I could have actually separated them beforehand. Right, 2 steaks going in like that. And you go, oh no, we should have fried them up first. Oh, I don't like my steak done like that. That's going to be overcooked. No, it's not going to be overcooked. Watch. Just watch what I'm doing. Okay. These steaks will be as tender as anything. And, right, so what I've done? Right, now watch this. Right, 2 steaks are now completely submerged in that. I don't. Okay. Gonna push that to the side. Right. Now what? Now I'm gonna blast that. Blast it out. Watch. Oh, right. Okay. That's obviously broken. Right, okay. Obviously got a broken mic stand. Right, we're gonna have to check this. We'll check this stuff as we go along. Okay. Now, the chips, homemade chips, are probably the best. I mean, I can't believe that the fact that people, you know, a year on into a lockdown, are still buying frozen chips and sticking them in their damn ovens just because they got less cholesterol. Now what I'm going to do, scrape all the stuff off the top and take the steak out. Take the steak out and stick it onto my plate like that. Watch this. Wait, obviously you're watching, isn't it? Like, so if you've got this far, of course you're watching. Right. That's not the best looking steak, I must admit, for this job. Right. Okay. Now watch. What? Get that hot. Now this is a fine ruby. This is a fine ruby ruby port. I suppose we've got to beat that name out of it. I've been told that I'm not allowed to advertise products and things like that. Have you noticed I'm not? Right, watch. Now, that's getting really, really hot. You need that to be sizzling. Pour a little bit of this port over your steak, which is in that pan there. Right, look at that. There it all goes. That's quarter of a bottle of Get that really, really going. Because all you're talking about here now is onion, garlic and mushrooms. Okay, the peppers, I kind of wish I hadn't put them in there because they don't really belong in this. But they're being so nuked now. And those chips, look at that. Look at those chips. Yo. And now I tell you what, if anybody's ever been a guest at my table, and you've never eaten a chip until you've had Taloch's chip in your mouth. I've been told that by quite a few people. You see, what you would get with a lot of sauces, that you're going to get corn flour put in that. But you don't really need to. Well, now for the first time I'm looking up here to open up that door, and there's no microphone up there. It's creeping around over here. And they're going to have to sort that out because I can't be coping with that. Now, if you like a bloody steak, you would wait on for a minute, okay? And just let that do exactly what that's supposed to do. That's going to change colour. That's going to change colour. Right, the chips are coming on great. So while you're waiting for that to happen there, well, I'm just going to use that pan to get those out with. Well, I can't use it if I've got that in there. Right. Remember, if in doubt and you think things, you think that's kind of like getting a little bit tense in there, just give it another little bit of a stab with your forks. Look at that. Okay, you can bring it back now because I'm going to be trying to do the other bit right. Now, normally I would be using loads and loads of salt, but if you've noticed in this dish, I'm not using anywhere near the amount of salt. I'm not using anywhere near the amount of salt that I would normally be using. It's like, try and get that there. We're going back on tour, and gigs are being booked now. And as I said before in my last video, the lockdown is coming to an end. Thank what? Right, see that little bit of bloody juice? Right, you can bung that over there now. Look. Right. Now with this pan here, right, turn the handle away from yourself so you don't knock it accidentally, so that you can then utilise this other side of the cooker. Right, let that go. Wow, like that. Now, I can't remember what I was supposed to be. Right. What we're just going to say here, what I'm just going to say here now, is if you want this to go really, really kind of like cooked right the way through, nuke it like that. If you didn't want steak in the first place, well then don't use steak. Use something else. If you don't want steak, if you say for instance if you're a vegetarian, which I can, believe me, don't eat it, right? But if you're a vegetarian, do what I do. Use something else. But whatever you do not use fish. Well, you can. Obviously, you can, because some dishes of, say, fish and blue port Stilton sauce do go together. I just can't think of what the hell would you use? A little bit of halibut or something like that. I don't know. Look at those chips. See how I'm getting ready now to get those out. This is on its way. Okay. And that's on its way there. So that's how she's cooking up. Yeah, so a little bit of touring news. We're going to be back out on the road soon. And we've got some cracking gigs coming up here in the Right. Stay. We've got some cracking gigs coming up. So that's got me speaking. That's all. Got me speech impediment coming in again now. Okay, right. So I knew this was going to be just bloody hard. It's going to be hard. Like from the moment we started, I knew it. Anyway, there's something outside, and see that with this like so. Oh, who's this now? Right. Right. The dogs are looking at this bloody thing behind me, moving around. Right, okay, right now, right, because that is not thickening up as fast as I wanted it to, because to be honest with you, if this dish comes out wrong, it's because this has been attacking me all the way throughout this whole video. Right, I'm getting like sort of like, I mean, if I was on stage and I'm playing the guitar and it suddenly keeps on coming around me like that, you know, I'm just going to say, my damn stage. Well, I probably wonder what the hell I was doing on there. Well, it's being, well, microphones on stage are a common thing. Look at that. Oh, right. Right, okay. Right. So, and I don't even know if that don't work. If my vocal has not been picked up on this everything. I'm like, Scruffy, you okay? Yeah. Scruffy's looking up at this. I'm saying to the camera crew now. Right, Scruffy's looking up at this, and he's looking at that. You're going to savage this. Now I know he's going to savage it because I am going to feed this to him in a minute, and I know he will attack it. He's very protective. But he won't attack it just because he's protective. He will attack it because I'm going to drench it in steak juice. Right, okay, look at this. Right, cameras, get the cameras in on this. Right, because I tell you what, you know, all those people look like I've done me. Right, look at this, right? Let it drain. Start getting your chips, get them out of the pan. We're on tour, and I don't want to be spending too much time over the cooker, you could say. What's this taking? All of about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Yeah. Obviously, like for 6 of us or 8 of us, like which we normally travel as, I would use a bigger pan of oil, olive oil, and yeah, and I'd use more than just a couple of big fat potatoes. Yeah, but look at that now. Look at that. Right. You what? Oh, mate. Right. Okay. Hold it there. Right. Now we've got there. Watch this. In comes your, what the hell's the matter with that? Your fresh, creamy, pourable sauce, like cream.
Are you sure that's in date?
Yeah, of course it's in date. Why would you guys like give me anything that's not in date? Right, look at that. Right, now, here you go, look at this. Right, there you go. Anybody who ever doubts this, it's gone a bit funny now because I forgot to put it down. Well, I could have put, like, okay, I'm going to be honest with you here. I could have put that little bit of cream in there, but this is when they say you've got to do this at that time and all this stuff. You know, you've got to measure this out just absolutely perfectly and everything. This is where you can see what a load of old nonsense most of all is. Damn it. Right, there we go. Right, I'm going to taste that now. Right. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Another perfect dish cooked by me. Right, there you go. There you have now a perfect steak. It's not overcooked. It is as tender as tender can be. And remember, the one important thing that you must always remember this. Like, so what you, hang on, let me just. If that oil has been salted, don't be afraid just to get that little bit of salt. And in this case, I'm going to remove that from the heat. I'm going to put it up against a plastic bottle where it can burn it through. And I'm going to pull this off here because I did get Icon like sort of wanted a gammon. He didn't want to have sirloin steak. Right, okay, that's obviously that's a broken one. I'm just going to get this open. So the main thing here. What do I do with that other pan? That is perfect there. That will even thicken up, that sauce will thicken up just as it is there now, like that. And actually gorgeous, to be honest with you. Right. Now, let that get hot. Let's go, there's two there, I mean they're massive, aren't they? Like, I don't have to stick this, I don't have to stab it with a fork or anything. He's having gammon steak and chips. I would cut up a bit of pineapple and stick on there, but I haven't got any. And you don't like it that much anyway. Put it in. If you're having gammon, and you're on a diet, you're having if you have to watch your cholesterol and all the rest of it, have a day off. So find a little knob of butter on there. Have a day off. You know, give it done like that, right? And you see those mushrooms that I saved back from that sauce over there. That's because Con doesn't like that sauce. He doesn't like the blue Stilton and the sherry and all the loveliness and the garlic and all the rest of it. He quite likes a nice conventional. He likes a nice conventional gammon. Watch this. So that's going to go there. Right, so what I'm doing here is a gammon and a mushroom. One will go like that. Bang that over there. There you go. That's going to be ready in a minute. Those chips will be coming out of there. And like, look at that, by the way. So now that is ready there. So now that's ready to be served like that, right? And that one like that, right? See that? Now you can actually pour that over different things, whatever like that, or you can do exactly this, just while we're covering that all like that, and bring that round like that. Heat that again. And voilà. Now some people like their mushrooms and all that are really cremated. Connacht's one of them. So he's got that there going there. But I'm going to just swap those over because that one's hotter. Okay. Bring it over. While you're swapping it over, don't worry about that going cold because it won't make no difference. When you pour that little baby over it, again in a minute, it's just going to go whoa, like. Right, look at that. Bang it away, don't pay attention to it. Don't even pay attention to that. Pour the mushrooms over there. Like I said, I would stick a bit of pineapple on it. And I would put some salad dressing on it as well. But Connacht is 14 years old and he ain't going to eat it. So like, there's no, well I could do, but there's no point. Because like, you know, that's it. Look at that. Just keep your eyes on that for a minute. Look. Change, change, change. The alcohol is now turning to neat alcohol. So not only will you enjoy the steak in the Stilton and port sauce, you're also going to be taking like a load of neat alcohol. Skipped on that word, didn't I? It's all going to be really, really good. Okay. We'll get that. All of that will get eaten now. Okay. Here we go. I'm bringing it in. A little bit premature to how I like to do it. Oh, look at that. Okay. And if you weren't using steak, you could use chicken. If you ain't using chicken, you can use a corn fillet. If you ain't using a corn fillet, you could use fish. I can't really advise you on that one, but here you have the most but it's going out already, isn't it? The most, yeah, you want another fault with that, don't eat too with your fingers again, it's sad to watch. The most perfect. At the same time, we've made a gammon steak and chips with mushrooms, and that's how you make the perfect blue Stilton sauce. From me, wishing you all the best. I'll catch you later. Take care. I'm sorry I dropped that other one on the floor. You know, I know, but I don't think anyone noticed that. I was able to get it up quite quick. Right. Okay.